Welcome to Subramani. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell icon. I'm going to talk to you about a very funny topic, that the first year of retirement or the first 18 months of retirement. It takes at least a month to recover from the fact that you don't have to go anywhere and things like that, and you start planning, especially if all your classmates are retiring at the same time. So all the school alumni, college alumni, engineering alumni, or the chartered accountants with whom you have grown up, right? All those people, everybody is in a great mood to retire, and everybody has retired. So I met one lady about 6-7 months into retirement, and she had just gone on a splurge. She had not consulted anybody. She had not invested the money. It was some endowment plans she had taken, some pension plans she had taken, and there was still some cash lying, and she had done the worst thing. She had splurged money. That was good, at least on herself, and she had given money to her adult children, who in my mind did not need it, right? Because what happens is, when you retire, immediately the thing is, oh my god, I've got a lot of money, right? I've got 5 crores, I've got 7 crores, kind of thing you require. But understand, this 5 crores is the last bit of earning that you have had. I'm assuming for a minute that you're 60, retired, and not planning to work ahead. Whatever be the age at which you work, you see all the lump sum. You look at your net worth statement, your NSDL or a CDSL statement has come to you that says 4 crore 82 lakhs. Then you know that you've got 2 crores coming in from PF and gratuity and things like that. So you say, okay, I got almost 5 crores plus another 2 crores, so I got 7 crores. I can go and splurge. True and not true. Because when you give money to your children, you think it's a loan. That money doesn't come back, it becomes a gift. So did you want to give a gift? Did you want to give a loan? You're not sure about it, so that's the problem. Second, you're splurging like there is no tomorrow. You go, and because you think, oh, you got 7 crores, you go and buy a 50 lakh rupee car, and you're not very fond of driving. You're still going to use a driver to drive. So do you need such an expensive car? You don't think about all this, because this is the effect of that 7 crores on your head. You're saying, I've got 7 crores, that is a huge amount. So if I spend 50 lakhs on a car, it's okay. If I spend 15 lakhs on a luxury vacation, that's okay. If I pay for a couple of friends, that's okay. It's not okay. You have to, the first thing that you do in your first year of retirement or in the year of retirement is to sit and calculate how much money you have, how much money you need, right? Doing both those calculations is very important. It's not so easy. So first, do that calculation. Second, don't give your adult children money just because you have money. See whether they need the money. Better to keep all the money to yourself at 60 and start giving at 70 or even at 75. I'm not saying you have to wait till 95 when you die to give, because your children are 75 and they may not need the money, or their children are in their 60s and 70s. Yes, children will value your money more when they are in their 20s and 30s, but maybe when they are 40s, they're maybe 52 now and you have retired, or that's not going to happen. You're retired, you're at 60, 62, and so good chance that your children will be in their 40s, right, or late 30s. So that's the time when they want the money, but does not mean you have to give it. And if you give it for a specific reason. Give it because somebody is not well and not covered adequately by insurance. So I have seen people doing this, and I think this makes sense. As a parent, you tell your children that I will pay for your, if you can't afford, right? If you can afford, then I will not pay for anything. If you can't afford, I'll pay for your term insurance, I'll pay for car insurance, I'll pay for your medical insurance. And if they can afford and you still want to give, then you say, I will pay for the uncovered medical expenses. So suppose your son is a chartered accountant and he's in practice, which means he's not in service, and he's got insurance worth 5 lakhs. And he incurred some expenses worth 3 lakhs, out of which the company reimbursed only 2 lakh 10. Then you say, I will pay that 90,000, right? So your children should know what to expect from you. And in a year when one child, you paid that child 90,000 rupees, then don't do annual gifting. Or you say annually, I will take all of you for one vacation. It's a good way to force them to come with you, and you say, okay, I'll pay for one vacation. Domestic or international, you decide. It depends on how much money you have. But in the first year, don't go about splurging and you have said, oh my God, now I'm physically and mentally free, let me have fun. Fine, have fun, but does not mean you splurge. Be careful. Go to a financial planner and find out how much money you need for retirement. Therefore, how much can you splurge? Involve your spouse. Sometimes the spouse is also party to it. Then be very careful as to how much you are splurging. Giving to children makes no sense. Giving children guarantees to buy houses, that is still okay. You will also I also find that people have gone back into a job because they just don't know what to do at home. They are bored in a job, they are bored outside the job, which means they don't know how to be happy with themselves. So it's not always about the money. Some older people like to work, right? I have classmates who love to work, and I have classmates who are happy retired and they are not missing their office, right? So in your first year, be very careful. Don't spend money. Whatever money you get, keep putting in a liquid fund. That's the best way to start. Keep all your money in a liquid fund so that you know that for spending also you have to withdraw from there. That's fine. Withdrawing from liquid fund is a 2-day process, except it's a weekend. So that also you can do. So do that. Accumulate the money. Go to a financial planner and find out where you stand. Do you need 3 crores and you have 20 crores, or you need 6 crores and you have 6 crore 20 lakhs? Right? So find out all that. If it's that close, then you may have to have a different lifestyle. So splurging is okay if you know how much you have, how much you need, and how much you're splurging. Splurging is not okay. So 2 people who have retired, one who needs 3 crores for retirement and has 8 crores, and one person who needs 3 crores for retirement and has 3.5 crores. For one, splurging is okay. For the other, splurging is not okay. So there are no rules saying you can't splurge in retirement. Of course you can splurge in retirement, but you also have to know why you're splurging, how much you're splurging, how much you have. Not all of us can splurge all our money, right? So I know I have a friend who wrote out a check for 10 lakhs for the medical expenses of a friend's peon, not his own office, his friend's peon. He wrote out a check for 10 lakhs. He did it, right? His family needed the money, so he wrote out a check for 10 lakhs. But he at least knew that he had much more. I know him well. I know how much money he has, and I know that he can write out a check for 10 lakhs. For somebody else, buying a 30 lakh rupee car or a 50 lakh rupee car would be an indulgence because he may not have enough money for retirement. So depending on the situation, so first find out the situation where you are, how aligning your finances in the first year of retirement is a very important rule, because you have to give yourself time to adjust emotionally and financially before locking in choices like large gifts or buying an annuity and all that. So be very careful as to what you're doing. New retirees might receive a lump sum from a pension or some withdrawal from somewhere and feel NPS you withdrew and feel a false sense of security. A big amount is what you think it is because you have never seen so much money. Every month you are getting a salary of 1,80,000, 1,90,000. That amount was getting credited in your bank account. Now suddenly you see 4 crores in your bank. You think, oh God, I've got a lot of money. You don't. This 4 crores has to last you the next 40 years, right? So be careful about it. Make sure that your wife, make sure that husband and wife are doing all these things together, because one day when you're single, the other person has to handle. So whether it is paying electricity bill, maybe use the husband's credit card, but the wife should at least know the process of how the mandate is set up in the bank. So these some of basic things you have to know. Many people don't know that. So doing all that is important. So first year, just don't promise yourself in the first year you will not help anybody because you think you're rich, you want to give away, and there are people around you saying, depending on the level at which you are. I know policemen who retire with 6-7 lakhs think it's a big amount of money, so they give money to their son-in-law to do business, to their younger brother, to their son, and lo and behold, in 6 months that money is over. right? This money has to last you another 30-40 years. So remember that. Remember that in your first year of retirement, these monies may look big, but it is not big. So to reduce risk, I think 12 to 18 months keeping money in a savings bank, in a money market mutual fund or ultra short bond fund, or partly in equity savings fund makes sense. Find a financial planner, start planning, and then decide whether you can afford to give loans, whether you can afford to splurge, whatever it is. Thank you.